Yahoo! Giddy up, Dino! Yahoo! Yidaro! This is tonight's stream featuring, as you can see from the title, the thumbnail, this fantastic dinosaur turtle. Man, I'm pretty excited. Could come down pretty cheap. We'll go over the list. Still Naya, as you can see, not too much white, unfortunately, which I might be tweaking a little bit just to add some more of those pretty fantastic white dinos at the very least, but perhaps some other stuff. Of course, we always got to start at the beginning. Kinjalli's collar. Commune with dinosaurs. That's going to be pretty nice. I did miss it last night for sure. I should probably pretty much use it in any variation of dinos that uses green, increasing consistency, getting the lands, or the dino, some dino. I think it's a no-brainer. Something I should probably never cut. Perhaps if I'm on the draw, maybe. But other than that, yeah, keeping that in for sure. Commune with dinosaurs. And then, of course, Marauding Raptor. Got to have that guy in. I did bring in 2 Drover of the Mighty. I was thinking about 4 for this list just to help fix a little bit. Maybe help cycle Yidaro at times, but I do like the combination of Kinjalli's collar for turn 1, reducing Marauding Raptor to 1 on turn 2. And then with our second land, we would play Drover of the Mighty for 1, which I think that would be a pretty fantastic curve, especially if we get a third land for turn 3. But even if we don't, we could still play a pretty wide range of stuff if all those guys are still living by turn 3, which, as you've seen possibly the last few nights, things die. But that's okay. There's lots of great cheap removal. We definitely needed to keep really degenerate stuff in check, which I don't think we're too degenerate, but we're always having fun. That's for sure. Rampaging Ferocidon. Yeah. It sucks when you don't have it game 1 and there's just no chance against life gain. So I'm bringing that back in. Probably going to keep it in for most variations going forward, at least for right now. I just hate not having it. No chance game 1, and then we really got to bring it to them for the next 2 games, and at least one of them, some sort of life gain is on the play, and that's sometimes all they need to just go off. They get too big with whatever, and you lose, unfortunately. Ripjaw and Shifting Ceratops, both 4 of, to fill out that slot. Was really missing Ripjaw desperately last night. Lotus Field, Shifting Ceratops is pretty fantastic against that. Anything blue-based. I mean, it could fly past a Niv Mizzet if we do face Niv Mizzet tonight. Yeah, I miss it dearly. Rampaging Ferocidon and Shifting Ceratops are probably some of my 2 favorite toolbox dinos to really hose certain decks. It's a lovely time, especially Shifting Ceratops. You top deck that, give it haste, and sometimes that'll lead to the win lethal, as it has happened in the past for me. Ripjaw, I mean, that's standard, fantastic, drawn stuff. And as you can see, kind of sneaky, hiding in there, shared summons. Now, I do have a full play set of this, but I've always wanted to use it in some capacity a little bit. I think it's pretty fantastic overall, being instant speed, so we just grab 2 great dinos at the end of the opponent's turn and potentially just go to town, maybe even swing for lethal in that case. But I think, especially with this variation, it'll help us to grab at 1 Yidaro and something else. So we'll see that guy a little bit more often. Be able to get to that 4th cycle where we can cast him for dirt cheap. 1 in a red. It's good time. Excuse me. My goodness, I was shoveling after work tonight. Hardcore. Salting the sidewalk, the driveway. But I do have my coffee. No misplays tonight. Crossing the fingers. Yeah, following up, moving on with Regisaur Alpha. I miss that guy whenever he's not in there. Big time. And of course, we got to get to Yidaro at some point. So now is the time. Not much to say. Pretty fantastic if you haven't used him so far. I love him. So basically, we're aiming to get to cycle him a fourth time at least. I think it's a pretty good chance we'll get there. If we do get there, he becomes a 8/8 trample, haste, flash, probably can't be countered, and draw a card for 1 and a red. That's pretty fantastic because you can just cycle at instant speed anytime. Bam. Done. What's not to love about that? An 8/8. And as we cycle him along, we get maybe another nice card from it. At the very least, we have something to do for turn 2 if they kill some of our stuff. So hopefully that keeps things moving along naturally. Then, to round things out at the very top, a single Zetalpa. I could potentially up that, but since we are in Nye, I think we should take advantage of this hard to deal with threat. I mean, indestructible. It's going to be a good time. Vigilance, of course, is always lovely. Flying, double strike. Yeah, it's got all the good stuff. I've loved it. I mean, blocking some of those flying things. Phoenixes, Mayhem, Spawn of Mayhem, I believe it is, yeah. Just a lot of stuff that's been giving us trouble flying-wise. Shifting Ceratops does help, but Zetalpa Primal Dawn, that's really going to help. Then to round out the creatures, we got a single Awakening Sun's Avatar. Now, a lot of that big stuff, the singles, the one-ofs, shared summons, could of course help us grab Awakening Suns in a pinch. Maybe Awakening and Yidaro, various combinations. But I do like that with shared summons, we can bring in a big heavy hitter, key player that we want against certain decks, and it's a good time for sure. Of course, we got to move on to the lands now. Tone down the basics a little bit. It's leaning a lot more to green and red with this variation because there isn't a whole lot of white at the moment, but certainly I'm going to consider tweaking that at some point. 2 Sacred Foundry there. Nothing too crazy. Really want to kind of maximize the potential for turn 1 white so we can get that Kinjalli's Collar. I may have to add a little bit more to see that a bit more consistently, but that's always up for tweaks. We do have 10 chances to get it with Unclaimed Territory, Temple Garden, and Sacred Foundry. Hopefully we don't have to use Unclaimed Territory and name human for Kinjalli's Collar, but I think that might come up a little bit. Probably could tweak and have 4 Sacred Foundries instead. We'll see how tonight goes. Sideboard wise, we got Roiling Vortex, 3 of them, to pair with Rampaging Ferocidon and hose anything life gain related, which did work out quite well. I think it was about a week ago now. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Stone Coil Serpent, have used it a little bit in the past. I believe some of you guys may have used it. I mean, basically, it's in there for 5C Niv Mizzet, which I expect at some point. But also, it's just pretty fantastic. Dump all your available mana. I mean, Marauding Raptor reducing the cost of Stone Coil by 1. You're going to get an even bigger Serpent. Pretty fantastic. Reach as well. Help us deal with flyers potentially. We can block those big ravenous squirrels as well because they're multicolored. So that's also a possibility. But mainly 5C Niv Mizzet. Oh, we got to get to Anger of the Gods. The fantastic, the lovely, the all-powerful sweeper. It's not Storm's Wrath, but dealing 3 damage to everything is pretty much the sweet spot, it seems. And of course, exiling, that's what you want to do against a few decks. So, yeah, Izzet Phoenix especially. Oh, we're hoping to hose them with this card like we have in the past. It's a thing of beauty. Rounding things out, we got Bone Crusher Giant. Yeah, there for Sarah's Emissary and 9 Lives Solemnity. Just all around versatile, fantastic card. I mean, not much more to say about this. It does a lot of stuff. Pretty great body. All right. Let's cross our fingers, jump into the first match, and hope it goes well. I'm feeling pretty good about this, though. All right, let's see how quick we can get to this with the new Play Blade. Oh, hey, it's working out. Yeah, I definitely think they must have tweaked that to more quickly get to the most recent edit. Wait, what's going on here? That's not ranked. Huh. Could have sworn I pressed ranked. Well, you know what? Let's try the first match unranked, unfortunately. Hey, we're going to see some good stuff here, I think. We got that all-important turn 1 Kinjalli's Collar. They did mulligan twice, though, so things might not be so good for them. I kind of want to use Commune turn 1 to potentially get a Marauding Raptor, and then turn 2 we can go Kinjalli's Collar plus Marauding Raptor, so I think I'll do that right now. Since we don't have a turn 2 play after Kinjalli's Collar, could work out. Oh, we got it. We got the Marauding Raptor. All right. That's going to be pretty sweet. Unfortunately, we don't have a second source of green for Ripjaw Raptor here. Oh my goodness. That is just... All right. That's good. It's too bad we didn't have Kinjalli's Collar turn 1. As I mentioned, we could have gone the fantastic line of Marauding Raptor plus Drover for turn 2. It was not meant to be. That's not so bad. They haven't killed anything yet, which is always something I'm happy to see. Definitely go with the Drover, get that down. Can still cycle Yidaro with the last 2, which is pretty fantastic. Might as well hold it up. I'll put a stop at the end of their turn just so we don't forget, because I've definitely forgotten to cycle Yidaro one too many times. We don't want that to happen again. All right. Let's get a second Yidaro. It's always lovely doing that. Ooh, well, it is a land and another source of green, which is always fantastic. That's too bad we don't have 4 sources. Would be lovely going double Ripjaw this turn. That's quite all right. Yeah, it definitely feels like Ixalan Standard again. How's it going, Nash? Hopefully all is well. Mistakenly jumped into an unranked match, but it's still going to be exciting stuff. We'll get into a normal ranked after this. Certainly feel positive about whatever the opponent has going on, but it is a nasty combination, that's for sure. That's not good. So we're down 1 Yidaro. Yikes. I don't like to see that. Definitely get the Ripjaw Raptor down. Oh. I'm always worried about them doing something to the cycle of Yidaro, but I mean, it's a little, certainly much harder to react to compared to normally casting a creature. A little bit more durable there. That's too bad. They really keep hosing us. They are running out of gas though, but I'm excited for Yidaro. I mean, at times we may just hard cast it with all the reduction we have. As is, if we draw one, we can cast it for 5 with the 4. Hey, okay, we didn't need to. Yep, I mean, mill counters are pretty fantastic stuff. I think we'll keep it as is for this game. I mean, if I was going to play any simple, pretty interesting deck, I'd probably play Mill. I don't know. I got a lot of stuff I might play if I wasn't playing Dinos. But certainly, Mill, it's interesting. I think all the decks are interesting. They have their intricacies, that sort of thing. They may seem simple, but there's always different things you can do, cards you can switch up, even Mill, which might seem pretty brainless. I think there's something to it. And it's always satisfying just getting rid of like half the opponent's deck with there's a couple options for cards there, but yeah, certainly looks like a pretty good opening hand. We'll get maybe should have done Forest so we could go turn 1 Commune. We can still go turn 1 Commune. Actually, we'll do that. Oh, we want lands. Yeah, we'll get the Unclaimed Territory to lock in a second source of white for Zetalpa if we get there, which would be pretty fantastic. Kind of nice seeing another Unclaimed Territory, so we'll continually hit our land drops. That's always good. I don't think Marauding Raptor is going to be sticking around. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, aggro especially, there is a lot of decisions to make at times. If, depending what you're playing against, you got to play around a wide variety of things. Consider all the available mana that's up. If you got Embercleave, of course, got to play around that for sure. Do they have a blue? They don't have a source of blue. So probably whatever we play is going to die. I would prefer Ripjaw Raptor, I think. If they had a source of blue, I would imagine they'd counter something we play, but yeah. Ooh, we can go shared summons. That's pretty interesting. I think they might have a board wipe, maybe settle the wreckage, perhaps. They do have 4. I think we wait and see what happens. We go shared summons at the end of their turn. That's alright. Certainly, maybe they expect we're going to do something with all the available mana we got. Put that stop on the end of their toe. Okay, so there's that source of blue. Wrath of God. Hey, it's quite alright. I mean, I was going to play the Shifting Ceratops, so it looks like things are kind of working out in our favor. Yeah, alright. We got the pick of the litter. Fantastic stuff. Probably should just grab a Regisaur Alpha, but if we grab Marauding plus something, man, this is actually pretty interesting. It's like a kid at Christmas, I think. Pretty exciting. Oh boy, huh? What do I want to do? Well, we'll grab Regisaur Alpha plus Marauding Raptor. If we do get another land next turn, we can go Marauding plus Regisaur. Ooh, not the case, not the case. But we do get to go Marauding Raptor plus Ripjaw Raptor and hope they don't have another sweeper. But I think they might. At the very least, we can still go Regisaur Alpha. But man, that was actually pretty sweet. This is like I started out with the original Kamigawa, pretty much, kind of 8th edition, but yeah, I've definitely been keeping up on the new cards, getting spoiled. Some pretty fantastic stuff coming out. I'm definitely excited. I mean, the Turtle Ninja, if you haven't seen it already, that's funny. That's going to be fantastic. Yep, I mean, we all knew the Wanderer was going to be factoring in at some point somehow, and I am happy to see the Wanderer, especially being the Emperor. Pretty sweet. Let's see. Probably should just go Regisaur. Could have hold up some mana for shared summons, of course. Shifting. Yeah, let's go Regisaur Alpha. Take out that Kaya with one of the tokens. Oh, okay, well. We got her done. I had a pretty good feeling we would get it done. But you did see shared summons there, which I like that, actually, quite a bit. Combining two nice things, especially if we have 6 mana, grabbing a Marauding Raptor and a Regisaur Raptor to be able to go both of those next turn. Or any combination. That was a good time, to say the least. Let's get into ranked. Best of 3. Historic. Go time. I'm actually very excited with the new spoilers for Kamigawa. All that interesting equipment. I mean, my goodness. I think this is going to be one of the best sets in years, at the very least. Pretty interesting since the previous Kamigawa was, of course, not that great. But this one, it's going to do good. I have a good feeling. Hopefully they bring some snakes. That was my first real deck. Snake Tribal with Seshiro? Yeah. Seshiro the Anointed. We go first. Hit or miss. I want to be a little bit faster, I think. Oh, that's definitely going to do it. I mean, Drover of the Mighty, getting us Rampaging Ferocidon, hopefully, for turn 3. It could be definitely a lot worse, but we do have Yidaro, which is always nice. We'll get that Wakening Suns to the bottom. I was thinking shared summons or Yidaro, but Yidaro is just something else we can do with 2 mana, so I think that's going to be good. Mono red, though. So you know what we're bringing in for game 2? Anger of the Gods, 100%. Oh, Marauding Raptor, that is good. We'll definitely go with that and pray they don't kill it this turn. It is mono red snow, it looks like, so I'm going to have to watch out for Frostbite, I believe it is. If they have 3 snow-covered lands, it does 3 damage to a creature instead of 2, I believe. But we're certainly not blocking because they definitely have something that deals 2 with that mana up. I mean, ooh. Oh, hey, well, nope, that is not the card we wanted to grab. Yes, Dinosaur. Drover of the Mighty. They could potentially kill Marauding Raptor. It would be a 2-for-1, which that just set us back way too far. So I think we'll go Rampaging Ferocidon first. Hope they don't kill it. But I think they might. I think there's definitely a good chance. We'll swing with Marauding, see if they do anything to Rampaging Ferocidon before our second main phase. Okay. Well, let's go with the Drover then. And hope they don't have 2 things, both costing 1 red, that deal 1 to 2 damage, and they take a Rampaging and Drover here. Looks like they're definitely killing the Rampaging, yeah. Okay, that's alright. As I expected, they did have something that dealt 2 damage. But it feels pretty good. We got the Drover down. It is a 3-3. That's always fantastic stuff. Be able to block that Fervent Champion if they did swing with it. Got to cycle Yidaro. Hopefully we get another land. Ooh, Commune. That's always pretty reasonable. Yeah, I think we got to play it safe. We do have 2 sources of white with Temple Garden and Unclaimed Territory. So I'll just go with the Stomping Ground. And nah, don't want to attack into that. Hopefully they don't get an Embercleave. I mean, we're going to have to watch out for Frostbite. Coming up here, they do have 3 snowlands. 4 snowlands. Double Frostbite would be rough. Still don't want to block. Oh, okay, the Embercleave. Well, that's certainly painful. Huh. Well, well, well. Would be nice if we could get Zetalpa down. Which we can't, unfortunately. Shared summons... not going to do a whole lot for us. Temple Altasaur certainly would be nice. Making our creatures only take 1 damage. Would never have to worry about big creatures with double strike at all. But I think that's going to do it, unfortunately. They got the classic, the fantastic Embercleave on Anax, hardened in the forge. Hardened by the forge, I think it is. Yeah. Anger of the Gods, 100% coming in. Wakening Sun's Avatar, we got to make some space for Anger. That costs quite a bit. It would be nice taking him out, but Anger of the Gods is definitely going to do some better work for us in this match. Zetalpa, I mean, indestructible, that's always nice, so maybe we'll keep that for now. I think we could drop Drover, just because there's just a big chance he dies to some of their stuff. Rampaging, potentially, because it does die to Anger of the Gods. Yeah, we'll bring back in the Drovers. I just like it too much. Yeah, Temple Altasaur, I mean, pretty fantastic. A little redundant if you get more than one, but they do protect each other. You really want to get them protecting each other for maximum durability, hard to deal with-ness. Haven't used it a whole lot. It's, of course, very easy to cast, needing 4 and a white. Fairly durable with 3 toughness. If you do cast a sweeper, something like Anger of the Gods, it would live. If you do only have the single Temple Altasaur out. Definitely might be something I consider for the sideboard. Maybe the main, potentially, but it's always on my radar. And that's 100% a keep, I think. I mean, it's a little iffy. We don't have 2 sources of red yet. We don't even have a single source of red. But we can make it work. Turn 1, dig for it. Play Marauding turn 2. Oh, we got our first bot of the night. How is it going? Well, I can't pronounce that name, that's for sure. Fun Red. Not sure what that means. Oh, okay. Well, we got a source of red. That's good. Get Marauding down. Hope they don't kill it. Don't think there's a whole lot they can do with Den of the Bugbear. You're not attacking, that's for sure. Kind of sucks, buddy. Well, we can't go Regisaur Alpha this turn, so definitely might as well get a Shockland down. Hold off. See what they do. If they attack with Robber, hoping we'll block with Marauding. And then we'll finish off Marauding after we finish off the Robber, which I'd like to preserve Marauding just to maybe keep the chance alive of Regisaur Alpha next turn. That'd be lovely. Yeah, we're not blocking, that's for sure. That's okay. Ooh. So they can't kill either the token or Regisaur Alpha. That's pretty fantastic. I like that. I mean, they certainly could have Embercleave next turn coming up. I would like to make use of Marauding Raptor having been buffed +4 for this turn temporarily, so supply a little bit of pressure here. Especially if it's gonna die. Ooh, blocking with Anax. That's alright. Yeah, I like that better. Yep. That's some pretty good drops, especially I could have seen Marauding Raptor potentially being made as a 2/2. Certainly would have been rough, but that would have been very clunky. Being, oh, Torbrand. Well, we don't like that guy. Certainly. You know what? I'm going to take out Robber of the Rich with the token, just because the token could die anyways next turn. If we get a second source of red, good stuff. We got it. Now the question is, do we want to use it? We could swing with Regisaur Alpha. They'd probably block with Torbrand, I imagine, or just kill Regisaur Alpha next turn. They could kill us next turn because they do have Torbrand out, which is very rough. Let's see. Definitely want more value from Anger of the Gods, so we won't want to cast that this turn. So let's just get another Unclaimed Territory down, and we'll swing with the good old Regisaur Alpha. I think they would have killed it anyways with a spell, so could be dead here. Hopefully not. I mean, it's going to be nice. We are wide open, so maybe they're thinking, oh, we'll bring them down enough. Maybe we live at 1 or 2 health. Next turn we use shared summons to grab some good stuff. Swing for lethal, potentially. Or just cast Anger of the Gods, of course. I think that might be it, actually. Oh, 4. Okay. Well, they can still kill us. Yeah, shared summons. Let's go. All right. Is there anything that can help us? We could go another Regisaur Alpha, which would be 11. That's not quite going to help us. Oh, we can go Marauding plus Regisaur. That would be lethal, I think. If they don't kill something, which I do expect them probably to kill something. Get that Unclaimed Territory. Hope this is enough. Yeah, I definitely think they're killing something with that 2 available mana up. They were thinking about killing something. Or just killing us. Putting us to sleep here, my goodness. I'm going to need more coffee. Yep. Yeah, they got to kill Marauding Raptor. Something. They're doing something. They keep looking at stuff. They want to kill 2 things. When Marauding pings Regisaur and the token, maybe they'll kill both. Or they can't do anything and we just win. That would be nice. Hey. As expected, the frostbite there. Quite alright. Too bad we couldn't quite get it done against Mono Red. Torbrand is pretty darn fantastic, to say the least. Yeah, jump right into the next match. Kind of had him, but yeah, Storm's Wrath would be pretty fantastic, being able to take out Torbrand there. certainly would help greatly. But mono red snow, it does some good stuff. Frostbite, pretty fantastic removal. I mean, it's no unholy heat, that's for sure, but definitely quite slow on their part. I mean, yeah, I would have just taken out Marauding Raptor right away. But that's all right. Would have been pretty neat if we got lethal that way, which I have gotten lethal like that in the past. Not with shared summons, but, you know, top decking a Regisaur Alpha with a Marauding Raptor out and another Regisaur out. Every guy got haste, swinging for a lot of damage. Pretty exciting stuff. Armaru. Oh, we're playing first. We're playing first. This is good. Yeah. Wow. Don't even have to think about that hand. We got our source of red for Marauding Raptor. Well, two. Oh, if we can get 2 sources of red. Ripjaw Raptor turn 3 for 2 green. Draw 2 cards. Be left with a 4/5. That's about the best thing you can do, pretty much. Doesn't really get better than that. But at the very least, you know, getting Marauding Raptor next turn, and then turn 3 going the second one. Oh, Awakening Sun's Avatar. Very interesting. Yeah, if everything lives, next turn going the second Marauding Raptor plus Ripjaw Raptor with the second Temple Guard in there. That is just going to be simply the best. Better than all the rest, as they say. Kind of nice seeing them stumble a little bit. It is... oh, hey, all right. Well, sorry about that. We got done. We saw some blue, and we're going to be keeping Shifting Ceratops in, that's for sure. Yidaro could be kind of nice if this is control. Maybe it's some sort of Phoenix. I'm thinking it's a Phoenix. That's going to be my bet. So I'm going to bring in Anger of the Gods in anticipation of that. Drop the Rampaging Ferocidon and hope it wasn't 5C Niv Mizzet. But hey, a win's a win. That's how it goes. I've had times like that, multiple matches and games in a row where just weren't drawing the right stuff. But we got quite a few cheap things, especially Commune, helping to smooth things out, as always. And Kinjalli's Collar. I just love having another turn 1 play where basically for the past years, pretty much, the only thing that has been Commune with Dinosaurs. So it is nice having some more options, some more chances to do something turn 1, other than a tap land, Sheltered Thicket, something like that. Yeah, I think we can keep that. It certainly could be a whole lot worse. Definitely nice seeing Shifting Ceratops against this deck. But we'll get the Temple Garden, get Kinjalli's. Hope for a Marauding Raptor next turn, but starting off, we got that. Oh, this could be not so good. It is nice seeing Drover of the Mighty. We'll be able to go hasty shifting if everybody survives next turn. Yeah, definitely a shame. Oh boy, Azorius Lotus Field. And they got rid of their lands. My goodness, they didn't have a stifle, however you pronounce it. Yeah, let's just get that hasty shifting. It's a good time. We'll hope it's enough. Alright. Yeah, my prediction for this year was originally Muruganda at some point in the year, but now, since we're going to Kamigawa, I think Muruganda is actually going to happen in 2023. At some point we're going to Muruganda. Something with lots of dinos on the plane, that's for sure. Hopefully they don't counter this Kinjalli's Collar. I don't think they would. But if all goes well, next turn we could get Zetalpa Primal Dawn, which would just decimate them, I think. Hopefully Shifting Ceratops is enough and they don't have a whole lot up next turn. But yeah, Muraganda, if you haven't seen the art or looked at it too closely for Garruk's Uprising, 2 and a green, whenever a creature with 4 power or greater comes into play, you draw a card. That's not nice. That's not nice at all, but it's to be expected. Cleansing Nova against something like this, or Cleansing Nova in a deck like this, I should say. It's too bad we didn't have Zetalpa down at the time. That'd be pretty sweet. But if all goes well, we might get there. Going to be a little slow, unfortunately. But yeah, Garruk's Uprising. Getting back to that, it has a whole lot of art for just dinos. That's all it is in it. I don't think it's ever been confirmed where that's from, but I suspect it's from Muraganda. Hopefully. That would be pretty sweet. One day. We'll definitely get more dinos along the way at some point, I would imagine. Anger of the Gods, let's just try and take out the Strict Proctor. See if they counter this, which I think they will. Definitely. They don't. Okay. If we get another land next turn, we get to go Zetalpa, but I have a sneaky suspicion they're going to do something to it. They do have a shark, which it's not too bad if they try to Wrath, which they wouldn't if Zetalpa was the only thing we had. I think Teferi would definitely bounce Zetalpa, so the indestructible part not going to do a whole lot for us. Would be nice if it had hexproof, of course, but maybe that's asking for too much. I don't know. I think they definitely could do something, a spin, a twist on Muraganda, just to make it interesting. It doesn't have to be vanilla matters like Muraganda Petroglyphs was, +2/+2 to all creatures without any rules text or abilities, I believe it was. They could do that as a minor sub-theme, but I mean, if they can make Kamigawa work again pretty fantastically like they're doing, something with the primitive nature, prehistoric nature of Muraganda. I think that's going to do it, unfortunately. They got the sharks going. Oh. Oh boy. Can Shifting get it done? Maybe. Ah. The fateful absence. That's all right. Oh, Thrasta, definitely. I was hoping Thrasta would come into Historic in some way. Jumpstart Historic Horizon. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. Maybe they felt it would be too broken. A dinosaur, I know. One day, though, I think Thrasta will come in. That'd be sweet. I think they'll definitely, at the very least, keep feeding dinosaurs into various formats. Hopefully it's a standard legal format so that you can play the dino in all the ones underneath it. And that's going to do it, unfortunately. Hopefully we go fast. We have a good game like the first one. Wasn't too great for the opponent, but I think we can make it happen. Yeah, the vanilla matters. I mean, it's not very exciting, that's for sure, but they gotta pay homage to it in some way. Nothing else does vanilla matters. So I think for that fact, I mean, buff your grizzly bears that you're playing. And it is very simple. I think it could be a set that gets new players into the game, potentially. They still want to have some complexity to it, but, you know, that might be an angle they go for. Perhaps it's the set that replaces the core sets like Dungeons and Dragons did. Might go for that. I could see that happening. I'm thinking Kinjalli's Collar, but I'm also thinking they're going to kill something. Let's use up all our available mana this turn. Go with Drover. Certainly not swing with Kinjalli's. And definitely I think they'll go to Muraganda just because we saw, what was it, the professor from Strixhaven, the bear professor. It's doing some symbols, petroglyphs or hieroglyphs like were featured in Muraganda petroglyphs. So it's interesting. Strixhaven calling back to Muraganda. I think that's foreshadowing, to say the least. Resolve. Decline. Yeah, sounds good. Yidaro next turn for 4. Let's hope that happens. That'd be pretty fantastic. Oh yes, Ruxa, that's it. Alright. It's go time. Yidaro. Hope they don't counter it. Oh, they don't. Good stuff, good stuff. Well, Strict Proctor would block Marauding Raptor, so might as well leave that back. Oh, we got Yidaro at least once. You got to see him hit the board. And we watched Yidaro die, I think. Probably. Something's happening. Actually, yeah, that's a pretty interesting take. The playing completely not about technology. Going with the thing that is about progress and machines. Ooh, that's nice. And also they could tie it in with the new Jurassic World movie coming out. I've heard some people say that might be a thing that's happening, but yeah, this match as it's looking right now, kind of rough. Maybe should have brought in a couple Carnage Tyrants to help out against stuff like this, but control decks, Azorius, Jeskai, they're already hard enough, so maybe don't want to lean too heavy into that. Some of the worst matchups, of course, being creature-based. Get that tapped. Regisaur, let's go. I think they have enough up to do something to it. Archmage's Charm, maybe? Yeah. That was just rude. My goodness. Well. Probably should pack it in at this point in the match, but we'll see what happens. Maybe we get the clutch Shifting Ceratops that flies past him twice for lethal. Oh, they're at 7. Okay. Anger of the Gods. Let's kill that Strict Proctor. Anger not doing a whole lot for us. Actually, probably should have removed that for this game. Made some more space. Brought in more bodies. But I mean, it can be nice taking out the Strict Proctor. Probably in a lot of cases the Sharks will be above 3, but I think many times they're at 3 or less, so could also take out those. That's not shifting. It's not over yet. Maybe they go to 5 with another Shock Land, and we only need 1 swing from Shifting Ceratops. That'd be pretty good. Yeah, something definitely to help protect against stuff like this would be nice. There is a couple cards I've been considering. Prowling Serpopard from Amonkhet. 1 and 2 green for a 4/3 that can't be countered. And creature spells you control can't be countered. Now there's other stuff that's not creature related that protects against counters, but that's pretty nice. Pretty decent body, being a 4/3 would help cast Galta a little bit easier as well. But I think that's going to do it, unfortunately. Yeah, that's too bad. Azorius, Lotus Field, always rough, but it was a good time. Yes, brutal to say the least. But I do like practicing that matchup. Always gives me ideas, maybe new things to try. But it is good at the very least practicing, trying to play around various things they have, hoping for that fantastic top deck of Shifting Ceratops, usually in most cases. That's what I'm hoping for. Which Shared Summons would have helped grab it, although probably would have been countered, unfortunately. That would have sucked. The arm. Hey, we're playing first again. Always a good sign. Oh, that's good. That is good. Yeah, definitely turn 1 we'll go Stomping Ground, I think, for Commune, just so we have that source of red ready. We may grab a land so that we don't have to go Temple Guard in turn 2 and potentially save ourselves taking 2 damage from that. Ooh, Shifting Ceratops, that's nice. But it probably should be a land just to play things safe. Grab the Sacred Foundry, definitely. Get our 2 sources of right. White is right. For Zetalpa, that's going to be good. Hopefully we get to Zetalpa at some point and it doesn't get encountered, but this is looking like Jund food, potentially. Yes, Huatli, warrior poet. And she knows it. Hopefully we see her again at some point. I would love a Gruul variation of Huatli, just because that's my favorite combination for dinos. Yeah, let's get Kinjalli's collar down. Actually, now that I think about it, it could have been better going Temple Garden first. We could have gone both Rampaging Ferocidons, but we still can go Ripjaw Raptor for 2 green, draw a card, and next turn's going to be pretty fantastic, especially if we can get a 4th land. Yidaro is also nice, but we'll pressure him with Marauding Raptor here. Always nice being able to take advantage of the temporary buff whenever you can. Something to keep in mind. Gruul food, maybe? Nah, Jund. There it is. The Vraska. But they don't have any actual sources of... Well, they're killing Marauding. That's too bad. We did get the land, though. Just what we were hoping for. So, you know what we got to do? Regisaur Alpha. And if that sticks around, that's going to be good next turn. I'm not too worried about Vraska, so let's just throw everything we can at it. At them to their face this turn. Wouldn't be too worried if they lose a goose. Yeah, next turn, I mean, if... double Rampaging Ferocidon, I think that's just gonna get it done. And they did have to get rid of that food. So that goose, that's gonna be rough, having to pay 2 to make a food. Oh, okay, they got... Man, it's just gooses. And not too bad. Oh, and a land. Okay, got some fun stuff coming up. Yeah, I mean, maybe we get another dinosaur-themed planeswalker, something that cares about dinosaurs specifically. We got one that cares about ninjas a little bit, so That's pretty nice. Dinos are always popular, though. Who doesn't love dinos? I think that might be enough there. If it isn't, they gotta use both geese to block. We got her done. It's looking good for this match. Jund, though, I'm thinking Anger of the Gods could be pretty good. Bone Crusher to take out a wide variety of stuff. Maybe. Yeah, let's bring in Anger. Drop. Let's see. Wakening. Keep that Zetalpa. Let's see, maybe we can get her down. Oh, I mean, I think it's fantastic. People who haven't played Dinos a whole lot, maybe they're just getting into it. They're thinking, oh, Regisaur Alpha, I only need 1 or 2. No, I would highly recommend get the full play set. It's always a fantastic top deck. Play a bunch of dinos after you play that. They have a haste. Maximum pressure, maximum aggression is pretty much always a good idea, unless you're playing around control, of course. But yeah, I think Regisaur pretty much does. How's it going? Solar Updraft. Hopefully you're having a good night. I'm just deciding what to cut to free up some more space after bringing in Anger of the Gods. Rampaging, stop them gaining life from the food, stop them gaining life from Clothis. So that could be good. Let's drop the shared summons. 1 Commune. I think we can cut 1 Commune. Yeah, definitely. I mean, there is Crested Herd Collar. Costs 3 and 2 green, I believe. It's a 3/3 trample whenever it comes into play. Enters the battlefield. Something like that. You make a Dino token 3/3 trample. So, I mean, it's something. Not super great. I would like it to be a 4/4, kind of similar to Regisaur Alpha, but doesn't have haste. I think that would have been nice, definitely. Oh, we'll keep that though. We do have Drover for turn 2. Hopefully they don't kill it. Kind of feel like sending Regisaur to the bottom. Actually, no, let's send Commune, just because we don't have a source of green. That's pretty nice though. Marauding Raptor. Pretty much exactly what we'd hope for in this scenario. With the Commune, that's not too good. Crossing our fingers next turn. At the very least, hopefully, we can still go Rampaging Ferocidon. Kind of want to cycle Yidaro to potentially get a land. That might be a source of green. We can go Drover of the Mighty. But I do like Rampaging. Let's cycle Yidaro, see what it gets us. Another land is definitely going to be fantastic. If we can... Oh. That's fantastic. Yeah, definitely more haste. Some sort of haste lord. I mean... That'd be lovely. Oh, Tepek is nice, but... something, maybe... It gives haste to the first dino that comes into play each turn. Something like that. I think that'd be pretty fantastic. But yeah, man, that worked out. I was thinking just playing Rampaging Ferocidon, but we got a source of green, we got the third land. It's looking good. It's working out. Yeah, they got a whole lot of options. There's a lot of creative space for a wide variety of things they can do with dinos. I mean, heck, look at all the things dinos do right now in all their colors. It's a pretty wide range when you think about it, when you look at all the potential possibilities. They did rip Regisaur, which I don't like. Kind of want to go Commune. See what it gets us. Could be pretty fantastic. The Terrask, yeah, definitely fighting. I mean, there is Territorial Allosaurus. Now let's get a creature. Won't swing with the Shifting Ceratops this turn because it could die, so I'm just going to swing with Drover and Marauding to keep up the pressure. But yeah, definitely more fighting. Territorial Allosaurus, I tried it a little bit. For anyone that doesn't know, it's 2 and a green for a 5/5, which is pretty fantastic, but it does have the kicker of 2 and 1 green. When it comes into play, you can fight something. But combining that is kind of costly, especially if Marauding pings it. Then it's at 3 toughness, not a whole lot that it can fight and still live, which that's kind of awkward, that scenario. Yeah, I think they definitely could lean more towards the fighting. I mean, it's dinosaurs. What dinosaur doesn't fight? Maybe the herbivores, I guess. Yeah, let's just get that Regisaur. Use up all the mana we can. Certainly not swing with anything this turn. Maybe they swing with that Cavalier of Thorns. Ooh, double Cavalier of Thorns. Yeah, definitely a 1/3 token with reach would be pretty fantastic. Maybe a mini Grazing Whiptail, I believe it is. 2 and 2 green, it's a common for a 3/4 reach dinosaur. Of course it would be a dinosaur, but yeah, a miniature Grazing Whiptail. Maybe Grazing Hatchling or Whiptail Hatchling, something like that. Or just call it a token. Shifting would be nice getting to Yidaro. But it's hard. Going to be hard busting through those Cavalier of Thorns, that's for sure. Rampaging might be nice. Let's cycle Yidaro. We already cycled one, so we're getting there. Ooh, Marauding, good stuff. Okay, that is pretty helpful. But still don't want to attack quite yet. Don't have quite wide enough a board. It would be pretty bad with those Cavalier of Thorns. One probably blocking Shifting, one blocking Regisaur. That's rough. The meat hook, though, is also ugly. Yikes. So they do lose the Cavalier. They don't quite. Okay, well, that might be it, unfortunately. Yeah, the 1/1 red dino with haste, that is something. I did actually forget about that now. Huh. That's going to be rough, busting through these guys. Not too sure we can make it happen. Shifting, rampaging. Well, let's try, let's see. Go Shifting this turn. See if they kill it. I think if they probably kill it, we'll pack it in for this game. Yes. That will do it. Alright, so it's a kind of bigger Jund mid-range sort of thing going on here. Big creatures. Stonecoil Serpent. Still, a lot of single color stuff. Yeah, we'll keep it as is. Hope we go as fast as possible, as always. Yeah, I was certainly surprised to see Deathless Knight there. I mean, it does have haste, so it's pretty nice and aggressive, but the last time I saw Deathless Knight was probably when Eldraine first came out. This hand, though, pretty clunky. We're going to keep it. Go Unclaimed Territory and name Human. That could be our undoing, unfortunately, but we want to get that Kinjalli's collar down. Ooh, shift. Okay, it's looking up a little bit. As it is right now, we hopefully will have Ripjaw or Shifting next turn, since we do have 2 sources of green. Yeah, Meat Hook Massacre as well. Always a rough time, to say the least. Let's get Ripjaw down just because whatever we play this turn can't have haste. Next turn, we could go Regisaur Alpha or potentially go Shifting Ceratops, give that haste. But it looks like they're not doing a whole lot quite yet. Ooh, and we do have another Kinjalli. Oh, yeah, definitely 100% Kinjalli's plus Regisaur next turn. Hopefully double Shifting Ceratops. What does that do? Oh, okay. Well, didn't do a whole lot for him. Kind of nice. Ooh, still no 2 sources of green. Yeah, see, in this case, it would have been nice if we named Unclaimed Territory for Dinosaur, but let's not be too picky. We get Shifting Ceratops for 2 green and cause them a lot of pain and headaches. Oh, and lethal. Thumbs up. Trample value, I mean, it doesn't get a whole lot better than that. You saw the great potential of Kinjalli's collar. I thought it would be quite rough having the name Human. Usually it is, but at the very least we can still add a colorless, which at times is very clunky. If Shifting Ceratops was just 2 green, Unclaimed Territory was Human or something other than Dinosaur, that wouldn't give us any benefit if Shifting or Ripjaw was at their maximum reduction. So kind of rough there. How long have we been going for? Oh, over an hour. Okay. Well. Oh, let's go Dinos. Okay, well, yes, that's for sure. Let's see if we can keep that streak alive. Yahoo Yidaro. We did slam him at one point tonight. Hopefully we get to the 4th cycling. You see him come into play as 1 and a red for an 8/8 trample, haste, flash, can't be countered, pretty much, and draw a card. Playing first though. It's always good. 3 communes, that's pretty interesting. We'll certainly hope for a Marauding Raptor here. Oh, hey. Let's go Dinos is right. That's working out. Oh, Thoughtseize. Oh. I spoke too soon. Let's go Dinos to the graveyard. Maybe they'll rip something that's cost a little bit more than Marauding Raptor. They're definitely taking a look at Yidaro, which I'm sure a lot of people haven't seen yet. Ah, as expected. So they have something probably cheap that's going to kill Marauding Raptor. We'll still go with it this turn and hope it survives. We'll pray, we'll cross our fingers. But I think it's dead, unfortunately. It's looking like mono black something. That's alright. That's why we got lots of communes. Hey, at the very least we're cycling Yidaro. Maybe that's the thing that wins us. We get to the 4th cycle of him, and that's going to be hard to deal with, I think. Hopefully Commune gets us something. Almost considering another land since they kill so much. Yeah, let's just grab the land. good chance they kill whatever we play anyways, so keep hitting the land drops. Maybe we just hard cast Yidaro for 7. That could be a thing. Get the shifting. It is nice being above 2, so a little bit harder for him to kill. But not too hard with Chandra there, dealing 4 to shifting. Kind of wish it was Ripjaw, of course. Oh, that's quite interesting though. Shared summons. That could come in handy, definitely. Hopefully they don't have discard stuff. At the very least, at the end of their turn, we'll certainly try to go shared summons. And you know what? Let's grab a Yidaro and a Rampaging Ferocidon, maybe. Or Marauding Raptor, yeah. Yidaro, Marauding Raptor. Oh, no. Hold on a second. Yidaro and Kinjalli's Collar. So we'll go Kinjalli's, and we'll cycle away 2 Yidaros. That'd be good. See what the first one gets us. Yeah. I mean, who doesn't hate hand hate? But, you know, I think this could work. We got 2 cycles from Yidaro so far. Bunch of lands. If all goes well, we go Regisaur Alpha next turn. Maybe another shared summons to grab the 3rd Yidaro. That would be pretty sweet. Hand hate. Yeah, Thoughtseize definitely interesting to see at the very least, because Dinos are fairly uncommon. The turn 1 Thoughtseize, watching the opponent go around, look at stuff. We got another Yidaro. Well. Friends, we're at 3. Can we get to 4? Ooh, okay. We'll go with the Forest. We'll pretend like the card we have in hand right now is very important. Maybe they go Thoughtseize thinking we got something special up our sleeve, which is not the case. Yeah, definitely stopping all that if you can give yourself hexproof, something to stop discard. Which, speaking of hexproof, stopping discard, targeting, that sort of thing, Leyline of Sanctity, I believe that's what the Leyline's called. 2 and 2 white, you have hexproof. I have been considering that. Yeah. Could be potential being in Nye here. I mean, needing 2 white, kind of rough, especially if you start a hand without it. Oh, we discarded a land. That's okay. You know, we got plenty. We can play pretty much anything. Actually, it would be nice seeing Gisath, however you want to pronounce it, which we do have 8 here. We could cast that. Unfortunately, not the case, but I have a good feeling Yidaro, the 4th cycle, is coming up. Never mind. Math is hard. That's all right. Rakdos. What do we want to do against Rakdos? That is the question. Not a whole lot. Want to go fast, as fast as possible. We got a lot of bodies. Probably don't need to bring in much of anything, I imagine. They do have some cheap stuff, especially if they have Dread Horde Arcanist. Anger of the Gods would be nice taking that out. It is unfortunate. Didn't really have anything to deal with graveyard stuff in the sideboard. Was thinking about bringing in Soul Guide Lantern, Deathgorge Scavenger, or something like that, but there's only so much Oh, excuse me. Only so much room. Yeah, I think we'll keep that. We got a lot of early stuff. Got the all-important turn 1 Kinjalli's Collar. Don't have to worry about a turn 1 Thoughtseize. We got something down. That's alright. Thoughtseize, Fatal Push. It's going to be one of those two. Pretty much guaranteed, I think. Alright, Marauding Raptor. If they kill it, we got the backup. If they leave it alive, we'll play it next turn in anticipation of them killing one, because we want to be left with at least one for... that's too bad. Well, they're not stealing Marauding Raptor, that's for sure. Yeah, I think letting creature decks have some pretty fantastic toolbox fun. Oh, hey, auto tapper. Hold up there. You guys seeing this? That was close. I've messed up too many times before. We're not going to let that happen. Phew. Right. Yeah, if we missed that, I would... Got her done. Good stuff. That's pretty surprising. Okay, let's keep it as is. We'll hope maybe they stumble a little bit, miss some of their Thoughtseize, don't get the fatal pushes. But I think the combination of Fatal Push and Bloodchief's Thirst, our cheap stuff, is going to kick the can, kick the rock, I guess. It's a dino. Cans did not exist back then. Yep. Well, classic, fantastic. Turn 1 Thoughtseize. Let's get that Commune. Get that Yidaro. All or nothing. Could have gotten another land, but I think we're pretty safe in that department. And you guys have come to see Yidaro cycled for the 4th time. Unfortunately, hasn't happened this round, but I think we'll keep Yidaro in for at least a few future streams. So it's going to come up at some point. Where's the? Oh my goodness, that is just. Oh. That's fantastic stuff. That is how you stick it to Rakdos, discard, hand hate, whatever you want to call it. I know I'll take any win, but that was a pretty sweet win. I like that. Yes, definitely. Just funny. I mean, whew. Okay, wow. That was very, very interesting to say the least. I certainly didn't expect that, but I guess maybe the fact they stumbled game 1, they got tilted a little bit perhaps. But it was a pretty fantastic sight to see. All right, what time are we sitting at? Okay, I think that'll do it for tonight, unfortunately. Could play a little bit more being Friday night, but it is currently 11:20 and maybe I'll try and catch up on sleep a little bit here. Yep. Good luck. Have fun. Hopefully all you guys enjoyed watching now or later on. Remember, there is always room for improvement. I should know my own motto. My goodness. All right. Have a good one. We'll see you later.